How's it going, people? TheCompleteRS here, and welcome to your quest guide for the Deadliest Catch. So, awesome little quest, no fast forwarding, no nonsense, just what you need to know to get this bad boy done. Let's get into it. So, quest requirements. All you need to have completed is the Tower of Life for this one. Skill-wise though, you will require 70 fishing, 70 thieving, 67 hunter, and level 3 herblore. There are absolutely no requirements for items whatsoever on this one. You can come here bollock naked if you want, it doesn't make a difference. The only thing that could maybe make this a little bit quicker by like 20 seconds is having an RD cloak to teleport down to the monastery just to get to the Tower of Life a tiny bit quicker. But that's pretty much it. This quest is very, very good. The rewards are amazing, and there's some extra stuff afterwards for even more rewards as well. It's also part of the Master Quest Cape thing, and I'll have an extra guide for that one in the Master Quest playlist. So once you're ready, come over to the Fishing Guild and go ahead and speak to Jones just outside the bank. So go ahead and chat to Jones and run through his chat. Just hold down that bad space bar and eventually you get some options. So first one up, go ahead and simply accept the quest. Like so. Run through his chat, then choose option 1, you need an extra rower. Run through his chat some more. Then you go back to the same list, option 2, so you need a giant harpoon. Then option 3, you need a particular sea chart. Option 4, can you tell me about the Thalassa? Option 2, that's horrible. And I'll catch you later, mate, option 5. So once you've done that, you want to head towards the entrance of the Fishing Guild now, and you'll find the Master Fisherman. Go ahead, right click on him, and pickpocket. We're going to rob this guy. So this might take a few attempts, it can be a bit of a nightmare, I've heard some stories, but just hit right click, pickpocket, keep doing it until eventually you manage to steal his sea chart. So once you finally get it, go ahead and just chat to him, and choose option 1, ask about the Deadliest Catch, run through his chats, and that part's now done, simple as that. So you want to head outside of the Fishing Guild and we're going up towards your northeast. And basically you want to follow the coastline. Eventually you'll bump into Lindsay right next to the anvil icon on your minimap. Go ahead and speak to Lindsay. During a little cutscene, just go ahead and hold down your spacebar, run through the chat. And essentially she'll make us a giant harpoon. So once you finish talking to it, you'll have a bunch of options, just walk away from the conversation, we've had enough of speaking to Lindsay. And now you want to head down to the Tower of Life, so if you've got your RD cloak, teleport to the monastery. If you don't, then easiest way is just simply run down. It's about the same amount of time taken to take the fairy ring down to the Tower of Life, to be fair. If you've got quick teleport, you can home port to the RD lodestone. From there you want to run down towards the east bank, and from the east bank you run almost directly to your south towards the Tower of Life. If you're teleporting with the RD cloak, the Tower of Life is literally just a touch to your east. And if you're using the fairy ring, then you'll appear pretty much right in front of the Tower of Life. Either way, make your way down here. So from the east bank, as I said, it's literally directly down towards your south. And once you're down at the Tower of Life, all you need to do is speak to Guns. It's a bloke who, for some reason, is bench pressing logs just outside of the Tower of Life. Yeah, I don't know either, but that's what he likes to do. So whatever, go ahead and speak to him, run through his chat. He's got nothing worthwhile to say, so just hold down your spacebar. Just to the east of him, you'll find another NPC called Bonafido. Go ahead and speak to him. Once you do, he'll eventually give you some tea. Good lad. So once you've got the tea, you want to head to the east side of the Tower of Life, and you'll find 3 heather bushes just on the east of the tower. You want to click on the southernmost one, and you'll obtain some heather. Go ahead and use that with the tea, and you'll make a sea legs potion. Once you've got that, go ahead and speak to Guns. Run through his chat nice and quick, and choose option 1, teleport to the Fisherman's Guild. So he'll appear back at the guild right next to Jones. Go ahead and speak to him. Run through his chat. Choose option 1, lead the way. And now it is time to hunt the Thalassa's for the first time. So if you've ever hunted like kebbits, that kind of thing, it's literally exactly the same thing where you've got to kind of follow tracks. So the first one is indicated by the little arrow. You click on that and it'll show you some flotsam leading seemingly to the middle of nowhere. You want to click on the nearby wreckages to kind of reveal the path. And it's essentially rinse and repeat until you find the right way. You want to click on kind of like the adjacent wreckages to reveal the next one. I do believe these are all different for everybody. So unfortunately you wouldn't be able to use the one I have right in front of me, as I'm pretty sure it is different for everybody. So you might have one very similar, but it might split off at a random part. But either way, it is pretty straightforward. If you've ever hunted them, there's really not a lot to it. You just click on the wreckages nearby to the path when it ends, and it should reveal the next part for you. Basically, rinse and repeat until eventually you find the Thalassa's. So if you're confused at all, just watch this little section on screen and you'll understand what to do just by watching it, to be fair. There's not a lot to it. So once you've finally done it, you'll have a little cutscene and the Thalassa's will appear. And at this point, for some reason, Jones has gone all Moby Dick up in this bitch and starts lobbing spears at it. Because, you know, that's wise. And, like you'd expect, the Thalassa's completely nutty bitch slaps us, and we are now unconscious and lost at sea. Good job, mate. So once you eventually wake up, you appear on this little island. You automatically start a conversation with the sirens right by here. Just run through the chat nice and quick. I've got the options on screen for you, but the first one that pops up, you want to choose option 2, the Thalassa has eaten Jones. Then you want to choose option 1, it should, he's been hunting. Then option 3, very horrid. Then option 2, trust me, I'm an adventurer. Then option 3, did I mention the harpoon? And option 1, it's no ordinary harpoon. So once you've done that, carry on running through the chat, and you'll appear back on the sea. And it's time to go and save Jones from the Thalassa's. So once again, it's exactly the same as the last one. The trail is going to be different though. But once more, you want to click on this first one to start the trail off. And then follow all of the markings around until eventually you find the Thalassa's. So it's exactly the same thing. Follow the path until it gets towards the end. Then check the nearby wreckage to reveal some more of the path. Rinse, repeat until you get the next cutscene. That's pretty much all there is to it. And again, this is different from everybody, so you wouldn't be able to follow exactly what I'm doing on screen. Also, a little side note just for this one. If you fancy some very, very random items, you can actually right click and loot on some of the wreckages. There's up to 6 items you can obtain. It's stuff like 1 green dragon hide. You can get a few gems and stuff from it as well, I do believe. There's not a massive amount to it, and I probably wouldn't recommend it, to be fair. But it's a little bonus if you want it. Either way, once you've finally gone through that section, you'll be back with the Thalassa's. And apparently Jones really doesn't taste good, because the Thalassa's just boffs him up. Eventually, we'll appear back in the fishing guild, run through the chat nice and quick, and we'll obtain a tooth. So with this tooth in hand, all we need to do now is go back to Lindsay, so head out of the fishing guild, and run just a touch towards the northeast. And follow the coastline until eventually you get to the anvil icon on your minimap, and speak to Lindsay once again. Run through a chat nice and quick. She'll sod off somewhere, good times. Make your way back into the fishing guild and speak to Jones to finish up. And that is quite literally it. That's all you need to do to finish up this quest. So as soon as you speak to Jones, that's quest complete. So what do you gain for this then? Well, you get 1 quest point, meh, but you gain 70k fishing XP, which is lovely, 26k hunting XP, 8k of thieving XP. Also, if you did the loot on that second trip, then the random 6 items you could possibly get. You can now wield fishing nets, which, yeah, no use whatsoever. But the main ones is you now gain access to a bunch of bank deposit boxes all across the world. I think there's a total of 8 altogether. On top of that, you can hunt that Thalassa's 10 more times for an extra 46,660 hunter XP, which I am going to do, and I will make a guide for. It's going to be in the Master Quest playlist, as it is a Master Quest cape requirement. So keep an eye out for that one. If you fancy that, it'll be on the channel. Just go to the playlists, go to the Master Quest cape, and you'll find it in there. Either way, people, that is pretty much it. Quest complete. Hopefully you found this guide useful. I'll catch you in a bit. Have a good one.